reflect those of the Evening Rush Network. Viewers' discretion is advised.
That she's coming with
Hi, good
with
evening.
her sister. Hi, good evening, good evening. Sorry, whoa, we're in a
Welcome
house.
to the Chris and Nina Real Estate Podcast Show. I'm Chris.
I'm Nina.
How you doing, Nina? What's going on?
We're on 1,500 miles per hour. We don't stop. It's been so crazy. I'm trying to keep my head above the water. There's so much to get done.
Yeah, our audience hasn't seen you in a few weeks. So what have you been up to?
I've been so busy. I've been doing things. I've been accomplishing and helping and fixing and worrying about and getting it done nonstop kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you haven't really been enjoying the holidays that the 20 million
right.
of them?
That's also why. So the days that you do work when you're not during your holiday, the days are limited. So you're trying to get so much more work done because you have to be quicker because you have less time because during the day of the holiday, some people don't work after 12 p.m., right?
Right.
But those who believe differently, whatever, it varies, then they work until not too far away from the candle lighting time because that's when your phone is off. You light candles, you connect to the one above, and you start your either holiday or Shabbat. We call it.
So like when I get my offers for my deals or whatever, I just come to your house and throw it over the gate and then you get it? Like
No, so you have the world working and helping you to get things done, during the time that I go into my holiday because we're not supposed to work during the holiday.
So I can't even do that. Wow.
So holidays are about time for the family with God. So this is your time to
meditate,
just be yourself and do what you are meant to be doing and enjoying it. That's the most important thing because then there's no meaning. I used to not, I'm not going to lie, I used to not like it. Not like it. Well, I used to wait for it to end when it was a little too much on me.
Okay.
I used to literally, look at the watch but I learned to enjoy it. We're meant to do it. Everyone does whatever they want and what they believe. And
now, do you have to fast during some of these holidays?
So there are various types of fasts during the year itself of the Jewish calendar, but those who believe, again, it all depends on how religious you are. There is one time, I don't know if I should be bringing this to the show, but whatever. There is one fast that I do a year. I'm very religious. I believe in things that I believe. I'm not going to make up my own God, but I feel like with sense and right choice and outcome, you should do certain things. And some people take it to the extreme. They're very fanatic where they lose the fun of it and they just worry about what not to do. So it's really frustrating.
Okay.
Yeah. So I believe in what I believe. I feel that that's the way to go. And I pass it on to my children, my family, my friends, whoever wants to believe and thinks that it's the right way, they should follow it.
So what's more challenging, going without technology or going without food?
So that's so funny that you're asking this because let me tell you, thank God, I never really had a problem fasting, let alone the first 2 years of the twins after I gave birth 3 years ago. I didn't have to fast, but I did fast the second time, like the second year. So this year, when was it? 2 weeks ago, when it was Yom Kippur, the fast day that I fast. I really feel like I was dying. I was really not having it. I didn't feel good. An hour before it ended, I knew, dude, you got to get up and drink something. So I said, whatever, I did it this far. Let me just finish it. And I did. And then when the fast ended, I just down. I was really not having it. I never felt like this before, and I hope I never do again. But I didn't like it. So it's funny that you asked. So this year of fast wasn't so fun, but it's done. You really fast for all the bad sins, the bad mouthing, any wrongdoing, you fast during this day to give your payback to God. And I hope I'm right. I'm not like knowing it all, but from what I know, that's what I think it is.
Well, I did a fast, and all I kept thinking about was cheeseburgers. It was challenging. It really was.
Because it's
I
all in
wanted a
your
cheeseburger
head.
so bad.
It's all in your head. You know, let me tell you a quick story. In a BPO, you know, when you go to evaluate a house, I went when it was the time of, I don't know, March maybe. The weather was that time, kind of like now, the transition from hot to cold. So it must have been a year ago.
Then it was cold to hot.
The BPO,
Yeah.
and I must tell you that day dropped literally to 40. I was suffering, and we were speaking outside.
Wait, I was with you?
No.
Oh.
It's just that I'm connecting the story when you
you.
said everything is in your head. So I look at him and I say, dude, you're freezing. Do you want to go inside my car so we can discuss what you need to, whatever? And he's like, no, it's all in your head. And I said, what? What do you mean? I said, are you cold? You know, we can go inside. He's like, no, it's all in your head. I can go this way. And I think he said all the way down to 32 degrees, which is pretty cold. That's like freezing.
Yeah.
So he said, it's all in your head. You have to practice. There is a way that also some type of belief and more doing hands-on things with medication not medication, sorry, like healthy stuff.
I was like, what kind
where
of
he
medication
could
you
take,
talking about?
no, and you know what? I was so interested in what he had to say. Now I'm telling you that God willing, I'm going to get it tomorrow. So he says he learned how to think with his head in order to control his body temperature and situation. He could go all the way to 32 degrees with just a tank top or a very light t-shirt, and he's not going to suffer. And that's what he thought. I'm going to bring it and I'm going to share it. It's like a way of life.
Got you.
Like those who probably wake up in the morning and drink the water with lemon first. You can't have your coffee.
Yeah, they got
I mean, you should do it. It's healthy.
Hey, if you believe it and it's what you believe and what you practice, God bless you.
Yes. So I hope I wasn't talking too much.
Stop it. Cut it out. We haven't heard from you in 2 weeks. It feels like forever.
I have so much to say.
I'm like, did you move again? Like, no, I'm just kidding.
No, listen, it was the holidays. And the holidays were Sunday evening until Tuesday evening. Okay, like almost, actually 7+. It was ending in the evening time of Tuesday.
Yeah.
So then what do you have left? So you have all of Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday, Shabbat again at like 6-ish. So
Yeah. And then you're coming up on another set of holidays this Monday and Tuesday too.
Yes.
Right?
So there aren't that many holidays for the Jewish religion, but the big ones are really mainly off of work type of thing are during September, October.
Yep.
Sometimes only September, something a little more, whatever. And then all the way to April, you do that again. So it's very far apart. And those are the only 2 times that you're really not supposed to taking it hard. You are able to work, but 2 days in a time, whatever, it's off. So Sunday to Tuesday evening is a holiday.
So when you're spending time with your family and you're doing no work, what are you guys doing for fun during the holiday?
We are together. It's still a little hot out and it's new time in our, new house. We're still exploring. We're liking it. We're hanging out.
I just thought you'd be home playing Monopoly or something.
No, so don't forget, we have a house full of people. Thank God. There are so many people.
That's right. People come.
So it's very busy.
You're right.
Even when the TV's off, the phones are away. Sometimes someone comes and listens to music and, because not everyone keeps it. I keep it. My daughter keeps it, But we are together, just enjoying the time. After we light candles, then normally people are over. I always like having people over, and we hang out, we talk, we keep each other update, and the twins are running around and keeps you entertaining.
Oh the twins. I forgot about them. Yeah.
So they keep you up and running. And during the time of when we're off, you're probably also wanting to ask what's happening with the business. Right. So being that thankfully realtor life is all about running your own thing. So being that everyone is having their own schedule, I am not allowed to tell them, oh, you can't work during this holiday because they are some type of private contractors. So they do their thing. If someone needs the office, they come in. It's just that the regular operation of me and whoever is under me is not in the office, or they are, everyone else who really works and connected to us has their access on how to, come into the office or other places.
See, the thing is though, like you're like, I don't want to call it magic or just like you have this gift of just when you speak, it moves mountains. So sometimes when you could just say yes and the deal would just like people just melt like butter and sign a contract. So I can imagine how many people need you to just put a finishing touch on something. And it always probably happens around these holidays or whatnot. But I'm working on.
It needs a teamwork.
Maybe I'll
do
that.
Yeah,
maybe I'll get that mental from your guy and just get that touch to be like, get the Nina in my voice and then it'll be done. But you come on the phone and say what I said and it just moves. And I'm like, but that's what I said.
I totally, that's so funny. But it's the different, how should I explain
Authority
it? It changes.
Yeah.
No, so like anyone who hears one thing and then all of a sudden they hear something else, they'll automatically listen. So once I come into the conversation and I kind of decide whatever, try to convince to get the deal to work because it's a good deal. Right before that, I study it and I make sure that it's done right and purchased and made money of. And I would never sell anything to anyone if I didn't buy it myself.
Yeah.
So it's not all about shoving places to people because, dude, you got your name.
Yeah.
You got to keep it going. And they need to make sure that they enjoy it. They'll come back to you and you do more business.
Yeah. How you doing, Ona? Yeah, Hi. You know what? I just think in real estate, you need a team and sometimes a different voice reassuring someone when you're working a deal. It's always great to have a partner to work off of and with. And so that's why I say, like, you come and you just, you spoke to my guy one time. Next thing you know, we got stuff in writing. It's just like, I was like, but I've been saying this for 2 weeks. And you sent the message. Boom, things move. And I'm like, I said that 2 weeks ago too. But sometimes sometimes you come and drop the hammer and things just move. And then you get to a place where it's almost done in writing and then a holiday comes or whatever. But it's life. You gotta deal with these different curveballs and different challenges.
Yeah.
So that's what it is. But you signed some new agents and Yeah, so I saw some of our team leaving. So you signed some new agents and business has been, you picked up a new batch of listings and
you saw that?
Yeah. And the video that you guys are going to see, that house is in contract. And so,
there's a repetitive.
Yeah. So, business is moving, it's flowing. It's a little chaotic because it's like, like the holidays, it throws everything. You get into a groove and then you got to shut down and then come back out of hiding and go back into hiding.
But it's not really hiding.
I don't mean hiding. I mean, just off the grid.
Well, you always have to make sure that your work is being handled no matter where you are, what time it is of the day. You really have to keep your thing going and you have to be making sense. Like if you know that it's a holiday and tomorrow I'm not going to be at work and you have someone else who doesn't keep the holiday, as long as you arrange with them ahead of time that what they're doing is on their own, or cut some type of deal that you have no touch in the money that's going to come out of it during this time, then they handle the business and at least you don't go off with losing business. So you just kind of give it away. It's important to give away. We always give away, right, Chris? We always give 10% of what we make. That's something funny that also in my belief, I believe it's in my religion that you need to give 10% off of what you make towards some type of charity, something. So 10%, I put it out there in the office and not everyone believes in it. So it's like a thing that started. So now it's funny. Everyone puts 10% off of what they make, which is amazing. You always have to give. You get, right?
Yes,
what do you think? How about yourself? Talk a little bit.
I know. I was here last week. I I had a Perry and Raju on.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Raju buys hotels around the world. And
So
we're
nice.
talking about global realty. But other than that, yeah, we're working on this deal. God willing, we're at the home stretch, so hopefully everything comes through. No, it is going to come through, God willing. Other than that, yeah, just dealing with family, life, trying to move.
Trying to move.
Yeah, trying to move. The cops, like, there's been some stuff near my area that I'm like, yeah, we gotta get out of here, man. Yeah, it was like a scene from what's the show, SVU or Law and Order. The house next door, they raided. It was crazy. I was like, what? And I haven't seen that guy since. So it's been a week too. I was like, man. So it's been a lot of interesting things. So we're looking to buy a house in Long Island and Valley Stream. So we started house shopping. So just got that.
We didn't talk, so I don't even know.
I know. I can't even reach you, man. Every time it's like, you know, I need to come on one of the holidays and spend time with the family. That's what I was thinking, just popping through.
But then I can't talk business, so.
No, I know. But sometimes just talking in general.
Yeah.
You know, could talk code. No, I'm just kidding.
What do you think? What do you think about Valley Stream? Why are you looking for a house there?
Wow. Because I don't want to be too far from Queens and Brooklyn, but I want to be in the suburbs, more of a, and have more land and just space between houses. But I don't know. My wife we're trying to get in touch with you too. She wanted, so maybe you could convince her. She's open to Brooklyn. So who knows?
Okay.
Maybe we'll be over here in Bergen Beach.
Oh, I wish. Oh, wow. Wow, I love it. I actually have something that you might like.
Yeah, we're trying to buy something all cash. So whatever you like, it's already renovated, right?
No, it actually needs work.
Oh, okay. That sounds good.
They
How many
live
bedrooms?
there happily ever after. Very aged people.
Well, we're looking for something with 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms.
Okay.
You know, we like your
to my church. Oh, that was from earlier.
Yeah,
that's
from
so
Ona.
cute.
Yeah.
Nice. Yes, you
Yeah.
should.
What church you go to? I go to CCC Church over in Brooklyn. So I've been going there.
You drive to church?
I drive to church over in over CCC over in Flatlands.
Okay, tell me about.
But anyway,
church day. You go to church every week?
Yeah, every Sunday at 8 a.m. on Sundays.
8 a.m.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, with the
impressive.
Kids. With the kids.
Wow, all dressed up and all?
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
I like that.
We do a little brunch after.
Wait, tell me more. Brunch in the place?
No. We go out. We go out to eat afterwards.
Oh, okay. You don't do.
She goes to Temple of Restoration.
Yeah.
No, I don't. They have food in the church, but since COVID, it's been I don't really stay after the service there. I just go somewhere else.
Okay.
But yeah, I've been going there.
And are you
I got married in that church. I've been going there for about, I want to say 20 years.
Stop.
Yeah.
So cool.
The only thing is
you're
work
very
sometimes.
fortunate to be able to, live where you grew up so you could share your memories and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people get to do that. Some people move by no choice.
No, but I grew up in the Bronx though.
Oh. J-Lo style?
I grew up in the Bronx. Yeah. South Bronx too. Yep.
Wow, South Bronx today is on fire.
Right by Cedar Park, by what's it, Hip Hop Avenue or whatever they built over there.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, they renamed Cedric Avenue, Hip Hop Avenue, whatnot. So I grew up in the Bronx though. Then I moved from the Bronx to Brooklyn. Then I moved from Brooklyn to Harlem. Then Harlem to Queens, and I've been in Queens.
Oh.
Yeah, I lived in a few boroughs, like kind of like very similar.
No wonder we're doing this together.
Yeah, exactly.
So wow, I'm very impressed to hear that you go to church, and I have mixed feelings whether you should be living in Valley Stream. If you told me it's because of schools, that's an old say.
Well, that's part of it too.
That's an old say that people believe in. I love Long Island schools. I grew up in Long Island schools. Everything is perfect. But it's not back in the day when people used to move specifically for school reasons, because you have so much, like a lot of options for every kind every way, believe in what you want,
Yeah.
and get your education that you need. So you have a lot of options in all 5 boroughs, and I see it, I feel it, I'm there. So I love New York City. 5 boroughs are to die for.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah. No, I
But
agree.
Long Island is amazing. I
that's-
love Long Island. Again, I also do business in Long Island. I'm there all the time. But if it's not for something specific and you're saying I want to be close to and to, but okay, suburb, you could find land in Brooklyn still, somehow, some way.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I could have built a house in Long Island. I wanted to, and I love Long Island, you know.
I don't like the taxes.
Right. So you pay more taxes, but it's different. You don't pay to a private school in Brooklyn.
Right.
So
because once the kids are grown, why am I paying?
If you want to put
like,
effort and invest in your kids, it costs money no matter where you are.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. So if the school is part of it, then paying for a public school might as well be the taxes of Long Island. So you don't have to drive yourself crazy for those reasons. But do know that, yes, sometimes the options, if you have an office, a medical place, a building, an apartment, whatever business in Long Island, should be in Long Island. A boss should be in his business. So you can't be far away. You can be, okay, but you can now be an hour away.
You chose, so you're in Bergen Beach. Do you like the schools where you are, or where do your kids go to school?
I saw the question coming.
Well, you set it up.
So I really thought about it, talked to myself, talked to people, researched, and talked again about whether or not to live in Brooklyn to raise kids. And again, for the right reason that my husband and I decided that we really had no choice. So therefore, we're going to make the best of it. Yeah. Like I said before, if you want to put effort in your kids, you need to do it right, not just to think about yourself living in a place. Again, today, everything is different. I just feel like back then, I'm talking 15, 16 years ago, it wasn't an easy choice. And then if you do decide to do it, you got to go with it and do it the best. You can't do halfway. Because then what's the point? Go and have easy life. So we decided to do for Brooklyn. And thank God they have everything they need. They are covered with A to Z. Because I said, I'm working like a dog to support and to make good life. Okay. I might as well give them the best life because they're in a different place. But thankfully, Brooklyn as well. I love Brooklyn.
So when it comes to choosing what schools they go to and the choices that you make, who takes the lead?
Who do you think?
Neil. Anyway, I'm just kidding. Yeah, same thing with my wife. She takes the lead, and then I just follow.
The boss. Okay? The wife is the boss, no matter what you say. Not because we're bosses and we're women and blah, blah, blah. We know what's the best for the kids. We learn from mistakes and we remember them. And when we work hard to keep a home, we know what's best for our children. It's not that, I'm the boss, So when it comes to kids, to be honest, yes, all jokes aside, I think whoever has the most knowledge, okay? I'm sure there are some women who leave it to the husbands or a significant other to leave it up to them. If they have more knowledge and you think their choice will be better than yours because you just don't have the capacity of thinking of that specific thing, let the other one do it. But in my case, it's me.
Okay. So who was in charge of homeschooling during COVID?
So that was really hard. That was really hard.
I know.
Working at home is harder than working outside.
Yes, it is.
Just to think about it, I need to take a breath.
Working at home is more work than work.
Because they're home and they're bored and they want to eat and they're growing up, so they want to eat a lot.
And then they destroy stuff and they do things.
Yeah. So they want you know how quick I had to make a quick stop and run here. I didn't even have a chance to put my jewelry on. I was washing my hands. Everyone seemed to be sick. Do you feel it? Mm-hmm. Do you feel it that everyone is sick right now?
Yeah.
What's today? October 13. Okay,
like
Thursday. I feel like nowadays people are getting sick And I actually know of one person who got corona from a couple of days ago. That wasn't cool. So
Wow.
we need to
Start
be
masking
careful.
up.
You know what? I'm going to have everywhere.
Sanitizers?
Yeah, we need
Yeah, I
to
see
buy
that.
that again. We
Oh.
have, so how cool is that? Did you ever
That
try
is
that?
cool. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
yeah.
Purell automatic thing. You know why I have it, right? From the twins. Because they were born super early. I was in a corona before corona. So my house was...
You were in a bubble before the bubble.
I was. My house was sanitized. I have a couple of these that
You know, I
hold.
still can't believe when I met you, you just gave birth like 2 weeks prior. It's like amazing. Like you were just, I was like, what phenomenon? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I had really hard time. I was actually thinking about it last night because soon I'm planning the third birthday of the twins. We're going to do a big batch.
Wow.
Yeah,
And their birthday's close to your birthday.
that's right.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So that's the next holiday, y'all.
My birthday doesn't
coming
matter
up in
right now.
December. It matters all the time. That's when the whole nation stops, y'all. We're gonna throw it down when Nina has her birthday. You better believe.
No.
Yeah.
We're going to have the twins' third birthday. By the way, I want you guys to download the
Evening Rush app.
Evening Rush app network. It's important because you get updates and
you
all the good stuff.
And you can watch us over and over and over again on the app.
What was I just saying?
So anyway, you were saying something about your birthday. So you were saying that.
So the twins' birthday.
Okay, the twins' birthday.
Dude, who cares about your birthday when you're grown up?
Right. Okay.
So not whatever. I mean, I'm happy, thank God. But
I know.
Like, whatever.
We'll see.
I just like the digit that I have right now. I'm loving it. I like the digit.
Yeah, Shone want to bring his twins. Yeah, you could bring your twins.
That's right.
You got
Shone
twins.
has
You got twins.
Wow. So cool. You know, people who have twins connect, like they bond really quickly. I don't know what it is, but it's like we suffered together. It wasn't easy, at least for me. I hope everyone else had easier time than mine. But I'm going to talk about it in the baby's birthday.
Yeah,
because there are things that you guys don't know in the office.
Oh,
I'm going to have a confession.
Oh, okay. That's really cool.
So anyways,
Shone got you beat. He has 2 sets of twins to your 1.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's the twin master.
2 set of twins.
Yeah, that guy.
Imagine you give birth
he's
to
shooting
2,
something
and
that
then
most
you're
people
pregnant
ain't shooting.
with 2. That's like an army of people to hire.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Army.
I would have had a vasectomy after the first set. But anyway, so
back to the real estate, by the way, and twins and birthdays and holidays and celebrations.
Their birthdays, when is their birthday?
Thank God. I hope we always celebrate and everyone to be always healthy and happy and successful so we can always talk about good things.
Right. When's their birthday?
You're supposed to say amen.
Oh, amen. Amen.
When is my what?
When is the twins' birthday?
4 days after me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You sacrificed your birthday for your kids.
Wow. Dude,
Wow.
I was locked up in the hospital for no choice for 2 months.
Wow. 2 months?
Yeah.
Wow. Man. So you don't eat Jell-O no more, right?
I did closings in the hospital.
You did closings in the hospital?
I did.
Wow.
Even after I gave birth, I had something urgent. I remember walking like this.
Wow. They didn't wheelchair you?
No. And I had to take a ride, you know, to where?
Where?
To Freeport from Maimonides.
Wow.
And I came, that deal ended up in court. What a little B. Such a B. I said, I came to you right after my surgery, whatever. And this is how, this is what you do. It's like, whatever. I'm going with another agent because you weren't available when I called you right on this day, right on this time. Like, oh my God.
And that wasn't even a holiday, right? That was just.
I told you, in the hospital working nonstop. Wow. I didn't miss a thing, but hi.
In this business, people don't care until they get their money. Then the compassion comes back.
Yeah, no one cares about you guys.
No one cares about you.
Only realtors care about you.
Exactly.
But also there are really crooked realtors out there as well. You should see what I see. My goodness. If I had a camera on me live, at least 2 people a day arrested.
I don't know what that is. But also, like, if you guys only
people are crazy.
Yes, and even some of the agents she hired, oh my God, there's some stories that we just can't share. But yeah, it's crazy.
That's not true.
Really?
Thank God we have good people.
No, the new people. Anyway, so
people.
we're going to take a quick break and come right back. And
Oh.
maybe we'll share some of these old agent stories.
Wait. So we're going to take a break now.
Yeah, we're going to take a break and we'll be right back.
Okay. And then we're going to talk a lot about real estate.
Exactly.
And whatever was promised. And we're going to talk about the fall and the market.
Yep.
And I have about 50 questions of people who texted me over the past couple of days. So we're going to answer them after the break. But we don't know where Shone is because he's going to do this right now.
No, normally the break just happens.
Well, let's not take a break until it takes off.
Yeah, let's go straight through. No break.
I love the market right now, by the way. I feel like the market is back to a few months ago.
Because things are starting to go down.
The interest
rates?
Really?
Are they starting to come down?
Oh, I don't know. Okay. I don't think so. But it became like before. Like houses are being...
There's a lot of inventory.
No, right. But they sell really quickly, I feel like. Much more than the past...
Than the summer?
4 months. In the past 4 months, it's been disgusting.
Okay.
But before that, when the rates were a little lower, people were buying off the hook. And now I feel like they're back to that. I feel like offers are all over the place. And thank God. I hope it continues that way. Please, God, let it be that way. Indeed. Okay. We need the interest rate to stay or go lower. We cannot have it higher. It's not up to us, but all we do is pray.
Yeah.
Type of thing. But those who need...
Okay, so we can do the break now. We're going to come back. All right, Shone, take us away.
Yeah.
Looking to podcast shows and do not know where to start? The Evening Rush Network can help you with that. Call us at 929-441-2417 or email us at theeveningrushnetwork@gmail.com for dates and prices. We got you for all your podcast needs. The Evening Rush Network. Tune in, subscribe, and share.
Oh, you gotta film that video. Welcome back to the Chris and Nina Real Estate Podcast. We were just looking at some new houses that Nina took some videos today. We're gonna put on our Instagram, and yeah, you're right. There's a lot of great. I like that. I want that home. You're right. Forget what I said earlier. I'll take that.
Yeah, how good am I?
Yes, you are awesome.
I was doing the sign language.
Oh, okay.
Trying to copy.
Yeah, where was that house? Where was that? What was I just looking at?
So, my mom, Bushwick house, beautiful, 2-family, new construction, Bushwick. Wow house.
It looked great.
So we had the final walkthrough today. So before closing, you go to do a walkthrough to make sure that the house is good and all. So you can go and close. Tentatively, day after normally, if not 2 days about later. But it went well. I was there. And do you know what I'm so proud of myself for? I started learning the whole social media. I'm really not having the time for it. And it's really, really hard on me because I am a very perfectionist person when it comes to these things. And the fact that it makes me waste so much time,
Well,
I hate it. Like,
what occupies the most time?
Devour. Like, I can't just have it at all. But I started today learning so it could go faster for me. All of us here do it like wow. So they are doing their own, because the social media of 5 Borough Realty is not just me. So like everyone has the user and passcode and they upload their own and whatever they do, live, not live, whatever, story, whatever you call it. But whenever I do it once in a while, or I do it a lot, I'm an extremist, of course. It takes me a while. So I really wish I could have a social media
savant
thing.
Oh.
It's just that I did it once, and then every second she asked me what to do. Oh, should I do it like this? Dude, I don't have time to tell you what to do. Let me do it myself. So you have to do it yourself, I guess, whatever. So I started doing it, and I'm liking it now because I learned it more, but it takes so much time. It exhausts me, just saying.
Really? To make a video?
Because it has to be perfect. It's like I'm too much into it. It's like I don't know how to move on, so I just prefer not to do it, you know?
But it's the way. It's your videos, our videos. Some of the videos from the mansion, and they got a lot of views. A lot of views. So the more videos we can showcase, and you put a little bit of music, like you did with this house, a little music in the back. Yeah, that's a beautiful video, though.
You know how long that took?
A long time.
You don't want to know.
That's why we keep it on.
We try.
It's like a commercial.
No, maybe I need to have someone to hold it. Whatever. Maybe we'll do. I don't know. I don't like to have all the time. Whatever. Well, anyways.
But anyways, it's all about real estate. Yeah. So how's the market?
I love the market.
So you started saying you have more
so in
listings.
love with real estate. I can sleep in the streets. Okay, I'm exaggerating. I'll shut up now. But I love the full market because it's becoming a lot better than what it was 2 months ago. Ideally, okay, your business should be like October of 2021 until max March, but really February of 22. That was wow. That was wow to everyone. Even the newcomers, whoever came in during that time, you should have seen so much going on, because I don't know about you, but I was bugging out. So I wish that now it starts to be like that time period of what I said, October to February of 22, right? It was so nice. Houses were flying. Everyone were getting what they wanted. You know, the numbers were amazing. And then the rates went up, so people started bugging out. And it's not that big of a difference, you guys. And I thought it was a big difference. You know when I knew it wasn't a big difference? When someone purchased a similar home mortgage, the mortgage that he took, very similar to what I took, $500 difference. $500 difference, okay? A month. So how much different can his credit be, or how much different can his income be when we're both taking the same mortgage?
Right.
$500 difference between my low rate, that I got in February, but earlier, whatever, and then to his, $500 difference. So the market went down for literally no reason.
Gotcha.
Absolutely no reason. It was mind-chewing and bullshitting, excuse my French, of all the people around that are trying to say what they have to say, and they have to give out all these stupid, get-togethers and networking. That drove people nuts, and it shouldn't be that way, because again, it's not that big of a deal. I'm not talking just, out of my tush. I see it. I'm also a part investor in my blood, so I know what it would be to invest. So it's not that big of a deal. People blow up people's minds for no reason. But, you know, those who are in churches and stuff where they speak to people who are knowledgeable, I hope they gave them rightful mind, because now it's starting to pick up. People, I guess, are learning that it's not that big of a deal, and they start purchasing. Just that Russia is really scary now. Like, dude, who talks about bombs all day? And like,
yeah, that's crazy.
Not for me. See, that I don't like. I can, you know, argue and negotiate and flip and fix whatever. But like wars, things like that are not in stupid, like under stupid control, it's just so sad. It makes you wonder and like, oh, should I do it? Should I? Wow, we're gonna die. Like Russia, I don't know if you're watching the news. The little that I know from my significant other, I overhear it and I just go.
I know they blew up
crazy.
a bridge.
Blew up a bridge?
Yeah. They
where?
Blew up, I forgot. It's a country Russia's connected to. I forgot the name of the country, but the Ukraine blew not the whole bridge, but a portion of the bridge. So it's $1 billion bridge. So I don't know how much. Billion. It cost $1 billion to build that bridge. But they don't have to build the whole thing. They just blew up part of it. So I don't know how much that's going to cost to fix. But it's unnecessary destruction. It's like it's bad enough you have hurricanes or natural disasters, but
dude,
it's like, come on, man.
So did you see the video that what would happen to the Earth if he was to throw a nuclear bomb? Did you see that video?
No, I didn't see that.
Oh my goodness. I didn't sleep all night.
Doom and gloom.
You have to see it. You have to see it.
I don't want to see it.
You know what? You don't want to see it.
Don't want to see
it. It shows like something touching the globe, like coming down, like the bomb coming down. And as soon as it touches it, it blows up a part of it and there becomes a hole. And then there's so much fire that it goes around the entire globe and everything gets burned. That's like a nuclear bomb.
Like us when we dropped the bomb on Hiroshima. I mean,
but right, this is different.
No, I'm saying it's just
that portion to what it was done for a specific place. Right? Today,
they got it.
The amount is so great that it could actually take the entire Earth. And then that's what Mr. Biden said, Armageddon. That's what it could lead to.
Yeah.
And that's the type of mentality that I feel like Putin has, either my way or the highway.
And these.
So it's what do you like? What's wrong with you? You know. So.
And then also like you destroying the Earth, and it just even though it's not here, it's just it affects here. Like I wonder if our food prices, oil prices, all these different effects of this war and then also we're sending like so much money to the
much money.
Oh my God, I'm sitting there like, anyway, but the market here, I've noticed there's a lot of listings. I'm getting a lot of calls. I've been doing a lot of evaluations and appraisals and you know, more and more. I normally don't work the weekends, but now I'm starting to work the weekends again.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so it's
becoming busy, right?
Yeah, it's becoming busy. Things are picking up, but it's been a slow year.
I was right. So, let's make money, guys.
Yeah, but also these banks are cheap now. They started cutting some of their fees. And
The what?
The banks, man. They trying to get you to work for free. I'm sitting there like, no, I'm not going all the way over there for that price. So it's very interesting. So it's like they're trying to, but we're sending you 100 orders. I'm like, 100 orders at full price. That's what I want. Like trying to nickel and dime you and like, you know, but and then be like, oh, can you have it in tomorrow? Like, no. Seriously, on the phone trying to, you know, and it's some woman from out of, like, it says California, but she sounds like she's in India or something. It's hilarious.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's crazy, but yes, things, and then also auctions are happening, and the court system is moving full steam ahead.
Is it?
Yeah.
What can you tell? Do you know about the eviction? That's what I wanted to find out.
I don't know eviction. I know foreclosure, but eviction, that's a whole other.
I'm wondering what's happening and where we stand in terms of the eviction process nowadays in the courts of New York. I really hope that it's progressing to some way. I know a lot of people are in a limbo, whether they need to move, they need to stay. The landlord has to continue paying, renew the loan, leave them there, negotiate new lease. crazy. It's not normal, whatever is happening. It's really unfortunate for both ways.
Yeah.
And it feels like it's not anytime soon to end. I just wish that things progress, start to pick up again. I did hear that some people are accepting walk-in services for different type of government agencies and companies. So I do hope that that will pick up and the pace will start,
Well, what I meant by the banks want me to work for free, they cut their fees of what they would pay me to do different products that I service for them. So sometimes by 50%, but then they think that they're giving you volume at a discount to give them a discount. And it doesn't really, I still got to pay for gas and toll and time. And it just doesn't, I'm not winning in that scenario. So that's why I say work for free. But it's interesting because I drive through different areas and I see a lot of listings, and it's just, I also bumped into a private foreclosure.
What do you mean?
Meaning like it's auction. No, the house is a friend of mine lived in this house and I was trying to get him to get me to the owner. She lives in DR, but unfortunately he doesn't have any contact with them. He lived there like 3 or 4 years ago. But I just noticed I used to go to the house to see him. So I noticed that I had to inspect this home, and I needed to find the owner. And so I called him, and then I looked up the property, and it's auctioned in March, but it's not with the public auction. It's like some exclusive auction. It's not, it's different.
In what city?
Yeah, I'll send you the address. It's in Queens.
Got it.
It's in Queens. It's in Cambria Heights.
Okay,
it's a 2-family property in Cambria Heights. I said, oh man, this is interesting. And so I was trying to find a homeowner.
How do you know it wasn't public?
I'll send it to you. You'll see.
Okay.
It's not with the regular list that everybody gets. It's not public. It's not on the foreclosure list where you see all the auctions.
It could be a court status thing, a court sale. Whenever a court sells a property, then it doesn't really go so public.
Right.
Not
so
public at all,
yeah.
actually. You have to know people. That's what it sounds like for as far as I know. But I hardly ever see court orders other than, private people and, in between relatives and whatnot. But
so I was looking for the owner. She's in DR, but her sons are also on the mortgage. But I'm still trying to figure out a way. Nobody's in the home.
Where's the
there's
son?
Tenants. That's what I'm trying to find out. So my friend said his wife worked with the son. So try to see if I can get that information that way. But yeah, guys, if you're in foreclosure or anything with the bank, please just contact us and we'll help you alleviate the situation to either stay in the home or to sell the home. We could work out different situations with the bank and make the process easier for you instead of just abandoning the home. Yeah, because that's what this is. They abandoned the home. So that's and I said, man, thank God my friend moved out. He moved out like 2 years ago.
I mean, people don't know that they have options. If people find out and ask the right questions, they'll be able to probably resolve their issues.
Yeah.
Some people don't know and they walk away. And that type of process with the bank, you know what it's called? Deed in lieu.
Deed in lieu, yeah.
So they just give away, hand over their deed. And sometimes you do and sometimes you don't get some type of incentive from the bank, like a relocation fee.
Yeah.
And you take that and you sign over the deed to the bank, and that releases the person from all their obligations.
I also think that people get a little frustrated with tenants and just give up. And sometimes you just need a team to work with you to be the middleman between you and the tenants, right? What's that? The Cash Keys program. It's funny. I saw a sign. There's a sign going towards Far Rockaway, cash for keys, no phone number. I was like, oh, wow. Not you, but somebody's advertising.
No, listen, that's not something I like to do. Sometimes you have no choice, but they exhaust you like there's no tomorrow.
Tenants will wear you
dude,
out.
Don't you believe in karma? It's going to bite you.
Yeah.
Like really bad. then people saying, "Oh, why is my credit done? Why is this done? Why is it?"
Yeah, that's what
You
happens.
need to educate yourself better than to be a squatter. And sometimes you don't have a choice. Fine, so put a plan together.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that everyone's perfect and everyone has a place to be or go, but that's the name of the game. You have to know how to put it together. If you don't know, then
And
work your
tenants
way back to your
are
family.
crazy. We had a tenant that swore somebody was trying to break in her house and was calling us constantly. So we put up a camera. Then all of a sudden, oh, now you're watching me. Now I'm like, 1 minute you swore somebody was broke. Nobody was trying to break in her home, and then she wound up not paying, and then we had to go
The tenant?
through. Yes, it was a nightmare. And then she had her children come, and then they were harassing the tenants upstairs. And
that's really the
man.
normally the short sale side. But then if we go back to the full market of the the season right now, and the market is like I said, it's picking up. I love it. It's getting better. I feel like people who need a place, they actually go out and look. And I'll tell you more. People who don't even need and are pre-approved for a mortgage are looking because they learn, they see, they hear people, and they decide to invest. So simple math you do between income of a rental, your expenses, you need to know how much, your mortgage payment. Sometimes you could, rent a duplex for more than just the first floor or whatever. That's the name of the game, to have a realtor come up and, fix it for you once you decide to go for that place. But meanwhile, once they are pre-approved for mortgage, people come and they look and they want to buy. Yeah. Sometimes they want to buy two. I have 3 listings together. My goodness, the world is calling me about it. I like it too. I like to buy, and I like to buy near where I bought.
Yeah.
So people buy. So the prices, as far as prices, right? The prices, about almost a month ago, I would say, a lot of sellers decided that it's okay to lower the price a little bit. You don't have to go crazy. It's only like 1 or 2% drop. And then probably by 10% you have a deal if it's like really at the edge of it. But otherwise, 5%, I would say, they end up selling. But they're stable. The prices are not going down. They are stable. They did go down a little bit, but now it's stable. And now people are starting to purchase. So that does very good for the market, because less inventory and then more demand. So
like you were saying about the October through March, does this quarter give you an insight of what we can see next year?
I just hope it continues that way. People came to me and asked me in Corona, what do you think will happen? Dude, I would never think that the market went up like that.
Yeah.
But where do I think it will go? If it stays that way and becomes better, God willing, then we're good. I can't ask for more, but I'll be very thankful if it continues to be that way. I'm very optimistic. I love New York City and Long Island. Those are great cities. They're one of the most popular ones. People, though, left during Corona, whatever. A lot of people are coming back.
Yeah.
I see it. I feel it. Even friends of friends and families. People are looking for places or whatever, just from being with people and knowing each other. You hear a lot of people coming back. And I love it, dude. Nothing better than New York. New York City is the noise and the heart of everything. And then those who want New York and want to stay in a suburban more neighborhood, then no problem. Long Island is ours too. So we're working and enjoying both worlds at the same time.
So where do the typical listings that we get at Five Borough, which borough do you have a majority of the listings?
We have a lot. So in the 5 boroughs, the least we have is Staten Island.
You didn't have to say that. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I forget that.
And then Manhattan itself, we have a couple. I don't know. We have, but the least is Staten Island for sure.
Okay.
We have a lot in Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens.
So what's
in the city we have also.
So what's the number one five-borough location? Brooklyn? I don't have to ask, right?
I mean, yeah, it's always open. It's just, yeah. I mean, the rest, whatever. We're always in the street, anyways.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, for sure. It's really fun to be here because it's like family.
Yeah.
You know, it's not always work anymore. Like someone comes in, he's like, "My God, what a date I had last night! I can't even function." My God, and it's funny because they involve their personal life and everyone laughs. So it's really cool. But we are looking for one more location in Brooklyn.
Okay.
I have weakness to corners, so I want corner place. And I want parking. I want to be able to park right up front with the car.
So like East
Anywhere
New
in
York
Brooklyn, I really don't care. I just want a nice corner, and of course, it has to be a good deal. So I don't mind purchasing, but it needs to be a good deal.
I just find people don't sell the commercial spaces though. That's the challenge.
Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, we have. Well, I worked on a few. They do, but yeah, I am looking for a second place, so we'll see. And as for everyone else, everyone is everywhere. The houses are beautiful nowadays. I see people do and fix to perfection. I'm so proud of all the contractors nowadays because they know, they think like the buyer, finally. Like, dude, you can't shove things and do crazy stuff anymore.
Work. Yeah.
Yeah. So people know, people see. And regardless, even if it's an inexpensive piece of vanity, no, like I'm just giving an example. Even if it's a piece of vanity that's cheap, it even looks good. So, but like, don't put trash. You know, appreciate also who you sell it to. You know, I would never sit at a closing table if the seller and the buyers are not happy. Like, of course, nothing is ever perfect, but for them to appreciate and know that they have a good thing in their hands. Otherwise, it's a mess. But between all the expenses, because people are starting to be smart nowadays with their expenses, if it's the car, the mortgage, the, you know, all the stuff that you're spending on the kids or whatnot. So you want to be able to do the right numbers and ensure that you actually have a good deal. So you need to buy, continue buying. Buying is amazing. You gain everything. Okay. You gain everything. You make nice money. And if you invest, the more you do better, the best, you know, the more you're going to get great.
And like we say, the real estate in New York, it mainly goes up. It really doesn't go down. Houses mainly appreciate.
Yeah.
So if you invest in New York, your money is usually good.
Yeah. And now we have a very big division of rentals. Super excited.
That's right. You got the Bronx, the building in the Bronx.
That too. Yeah. And we have
you got more
27 unit, 30 unit. We have a lot more coming up. So we have a really nice big rental division that I'm only looking from above. I'm not going to be the one running it, but of course, all of us together here, we're going to be doing it together. And I'm very excited to go into that market hard because we never really did the rentals officially. We mainly did sales, purchases, and, you know, short sales and all that.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it for this week. I am sorry I wasn't here last week, but I really enjoyed every time around.
Yes,
I'm very excited for next week. We'll see what's in the cards for us. So we'll be in touch and have a good holiday for those who are celebrating.
Yes, and God bless and have a good weekend as well.
Thank you.
Bye.
He's gone again.